Hi, I'm the host of the STO Smokers Lounge. I'm here to tell you about Anchor, the perfect app that you can use right now to start your own podcast network. You can broadcast right now. All you got to do is download the app, whether you have a phone, iPad, or even a laptop or desktop. You can right now download Anchor or go to Anchor FM right now and start recording and have your stuff broadcasted over multiple platforms such as Spotify. So go to Anchor today and start your podcast career like I have. Because trust me, I love me some Anchor.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Oh, no, nothing, just chilling. And look, I was just sitting here laughing. I said, it's a damn shame. Now, I done interviewed, let's see, 20 ladies, over 20 women, right?
Okay, that's a lot.
You're the first person that got to me the same day that I hit them up. And it took a man to do it.
That just means I ain't got shit to do.
See, people? And he's editing fucking footage. This is men. Man, goddamn, I'm so fucking happy I got a man on this goddamn podcast. You just don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm sitting here seeing 300 fucking videos. God damn, nigga, that's about almost as many as mine out this motherfucker, man. You has been rolling, bro. How long you been in this?
Let me see, September of 2019. So I'm about to be on that two-year run, my brother.
Man, brother, you have been on a strong 2-year run. I'm sitting here seeing the names, the vids. Yo, I see you about to go to DMV in Vegas. I'm like, yo, man, for real, you doing some major shit, man.
I'm trying.
Real.
I'm trying.
Yeah, and this coming from a dude that been in the business going on 2 decades.
Ooh.
I'm telling you. Telling you, nigga. Dude, 2 decades, man.
Porn is that all? I know porn. I thought porn was like yesterday.
Well, bro, put it this way. I started porn when it was on CDs, man. DVDs, man. Yeah, bro.
You mean the one where it's all white and the title of the what's name is inside is on the little center part?
Yes, sir.
That part?
No. Look. Even more so, it like this, right? When Busted Baby Doll first started, I don't know if you know about that.
Nah, I was probably in Jamaica them times.
See, you Jamaican. See, that's why you be breaking the backs out, because your ass from Jamaica, see. I peeped you, nigga. I said, yeah. But look, let me do the schematics. Let me do my users real quick, then we can get into this convo and this interview, all right?
Sounds good to me.
All right, how y'all doing out there? Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. I am your host, Kavanaugh the Southern Champ, a.k.a. the porn rap star. Y'all know what it is. You want to see my porn, you want to listen to my music, you want to check out my social media, go to allmylinks.com/porn rap star. And find it all in one place. We're here on Anchor, the perfect app for anyone that's trying to break into the business of doing podcasting. All you got to do is download it on your phone or go to anchor.fm, get it profiles of podcasts, and begin podcasting today. We are sponsored by the Facebook of the LS community. I'm talking about lsworld.com. Go there today. Get yourself a profile, interact with people like-minded like yourself. Find events in your area and a whole lot more. So go to lsworld.com and get your King Kong. We also a proud member of the GW District Black Podcast Network. Over 15 podcasts with Black experience, discussing Black experience in one place. And while you at GW District, did you know they got over 1,000 Black retailers? We talking about fashion. Ladies, you can get lingerie, beauty, health, whatever you name it. And you have a choice for over 1,000 Black retailers. And if you're a Black retailer, you can get an account yourself. So go to shopgwdistrict.com today. Buy Black, support Black businesses, build the Black economy so we can build generational wealth. Now I'm about to shut the fuck up and I'm about to salute and let my nigga speak and tell who the fuck he is. Please talk.
I'm just a humble servant of Uh, I am the one and only the black guy, as I introduce myself to everyone that's new. But I
Mhm.
go by Semaj, Semaj Media, and Sir Hines. I am a one man band that is just trying to elevate the quality of porn.
Yes.
Yes, I'm trying to get it to where to the movie side, to where all the visuals are very it's very appealing. So the content is there always. That's key. But I'm trying to step the visuals up. I'm trying to make sure you see, when her pussy start, shaking a little bit, because
Mhm.
she just came from getting throbbing either with a toy or a big back cock or whatever the case may be. I want you to be able to see all of that.
See, and you being a professional producer, okay? Please explain to the people the difference between a professional producer shooting versus somebody's amateur, so they
Okay,
can get a clear picture.
so I would say amateur is someone who you can have an amateur company, and you can. So amateur is more of, it's filmed natural. It's very
Mhm.
natural. It's not as uh, robotic or simulated.
Mhm.
And I would say production wise, that comes with more with money, and the overall look is different. You have lights, and you may have a specific dialogue. Um, the interactions might be different. So
Mhm.
I would say people who like the quote unquote authenticness
Mhm.
would say, yeah, yeah, I like amateur stuff because yeah, it looks more real. But you can have a production, full blown production, where it's very authentic. The
Yes.
only thing that's different is it's well lit, and it's filmed with a camera that probably costs between $2,000 up to 60 grand. Just
Yeah.
the camera, not the lens or anything else.
Oh no, because see that's the thing that I tell people. It could be amateur, but it still got to look gold.
Yeah.
Because the more professional it look, the more they're gonna want to buy it. Can you speak to that?
Yes. It's but you do it's a 50-50, I would say.
Okay.
So you have people who like that grungy look where it's super dark, and you only can see where it's like the little flash from the light, and you
Yeah.
basically see she getting choked out and her face is
Mhm.
down in the corner of the bed or something like that. It all plays on what the person is looking for, that escape. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's a fine line to tote between, especially for me, coming for where I never started with a cell phone. I
Mhm.
immediately started with a whole uh, camera, because I came from
I got
the
to applaud you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Continue.
a world where I still do weddings, I still do music videos and all of that stuff. So
Oh, so
I'm
you was a
just
videographer before?
yeah. So I took all
Okay
of
then.
that technique and skills from the production side, and just brought it over into porn.
Mhm.
That's all that I did. And then I got curious. I was like, okay, I can make money from doing this. That's cool. Okay, I might want to get in front of the camera a little bit. Okay, dabble a little bit here and there.
Mhm.
According to what they say, you get your dick wet a little bit, but it's all about
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, it's about money. Because a lot of times they think that us as male talent producers, we get in it and it's about the pussy. And I explained to them, my nut don't come till I get that sale.
Shit, fuck all that. It's about the man. I don't even have to bust a nut for the sale or whatever. Man, fuck that. Listen, I tell every person that I shoot. Listen, I said there's $1 for everything, and it's
Hmm.
not just I don't just shoot like the interaction of fucking or and titties and all of that stuff. I
Hmm.
shoot. I tell everyone, listen, when you come through my door, I'ma record you putting on your makeup. They want to.
Yeah.
I want to give them that next, and that next wall, that fifth wall that I hear.
Yeah.
They, they want to see you outside of, they love to see you get fucked and all that
Mm.
shit, but they want to see, how you look when you putting on your makeup, how you getting excited, about the scene, if you're a little bit nervous because you never worked with this dick before or shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
They want all of that. So I record the getting ready. I record the putting on the clothes, the taking off the clothes, the oil up. I record everything. I do a little twerk session here and there. I record it all.
Mm.
Yeah,
See,
man.
and how did that help with the product and your brand and the stuff that you put out?
Well, how it helps with the product is I give them something, a bit more extra that they maybe they wanted and didn't know how to ask for it, or that they, they, they wanted it. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not, like I said, it's not just the fucking or whatever. You do have some guys that's why they subscribe to OnlyFans, because they want to be able to interact. They wanted that next
Mm-hmm.
level of connection. So what my job is to do is to give them that one next step visually.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just seeing her performing, how great she looks and all of that, you get to
Mm-hmm.
see her prepping for it all. So
And then
that's
see the finished product.
Yep, that's it. The finished product with her face or her ass all messy. Yep.
Yeah, most definitely. So also another thing I would love for you to speak upon, because when you're a producer slash talent, your job is extra hard, in my opinion. Me being one, a fellow one. Not only do we have to fuck them on camera, we also got to give them that pre-care, give them that attention that will make them feel better, loosen them up and relax and stuff like that. So, what's some of the things that you did to help light the mood and make girls feel comfortable working with you before y'all shot?
Um, I show my ass. I let them know they're not gonna be the only one that's naked. No. I like to have a conversation. I'm big on communication, even though I might suck at it. But like I always send out a list of what I'm asking or what I'm looking to get at the end of the day, and then I ask them, hey, what do you like? What are your limits? I always ask, what are your limits, even throughout the message, and once again when they step through the door. I always try
Hmm.
to make sure everyone is comfortable. I'm a jokingly guy. I'm silly, even if I have to take the L. At the end of the day, I'm always the life of the party per se.
Hmm.
So I try to make everyone as comfortable as possible, because it is, you are being vulnerable, when you're giving yourself to, another individual, or you're opening up
Yes.
for the camera to letting someone into your space. So my job is to just to put you at ease, getting to know me. I'm a very silly guy. I hardly take anything serious unless you
Hmm.
hurt my feelings. And
You
so
ain't never lied.
so it's I always try to create a very warm environment. I always either have the AC on blast, because sometimes they get hot, because of the
Yeah,
light and stuff like that. And I have water and shit like that. So it's all about being comfortable.
no doubt. Now, also, because I always have guys that ask how I get the business and all that good stuff. Can you speak to how guys should approach a female that's doing this business? Because a lot of guys don't understand in certain ways you approach them. So can you speak to that?
Yes, I can speak to that. I do offer consultations, so they can tap into
And
that market. They can tap into
it's
that if
not
they
for
would
free. Y'all got to come out of
like.
pocket.
But
I'm just
I
saying
would say how I got into the game. You know, I watched porn.
that. Hmm.
I was an avid porn watcher. But how I got into the game was I before I got into porn, I was doing the weddings and all of that stuff. But I
Hmm.
tapped into the BDSM lifestyle, so I had a sub who she was like, "Why don't you record our sessions?" I was like, "I don't want to have no sex tape. I want people to see my face, and I'm out here spanking people and tying them up and thinking I'm weird." And then she saw a video that went viral on. No, she saw a video that was on Instagram, and she was like, "Well, if you don't record us playing next time, I'm not coming back over here." So, being the dominant in the relationship, I was like, "I'm not gonna succumb to you." 3 weeks go by. I'm having my dominant cravings, so I called her up and I started recording. I gave her part of the footage, and she posted it, and it went viral on her side of when she posted it. So then I was like, okay, people like this. People like the spanking, and they like to hear the moans and the hearing the women come and how I talk to them. So I was like, so I started doing that more, and then that increased my clients to come in. So I would have guys listen. I want you to either fuck my wife, or I want you to teach me how to tie them up and all of this stuff. And then I was like, okay, I can make money from it and getting booked on sessions. And then lo and behold, BDSM videos started going out. Then they were like, yo, you should do it more nude and all of that stuff. And then segueing right into porn.
See, that's how it happens for us. We fall into porn. We don't look at somebody else's pockets and what they're posting and say, oh, they're making money. Well, I could do it too. No, we fall into it. That's how it is for men. Also, to me, when I got to the business, the one thing women have advantage of that they don't necessarily need a man to start this business. While us, we have to go through the trouble of finding a woman to do the business in a lot of cases. In all cases, period. So this is a two-part question here. You being a dom, how does that help with your business? And two, what type of females you look at, what personality traits, what have you look at that would be a good fit for the type scenes and work that you do in this business?
Repeat the first part for me, Jay.
All right, the first part is you being a dom, how does this help in the business?
Well, it helps me as far talent wise. So I do a specific part. I'm not just interaction just through penetration. So that dominant side, I get to incorporate that into the scene. So it's me expressing how I genuinely feel, and it being recorded. That makes the scene looks good for me. All right, part two.
And then part two is, which damn, I almost forgot the part two. The part two is, what characteristics do you look for in a female co-star to work with?
I look for the ones that are genuinely, they have that submissive look. And in addition to that, I do look for the ones that I can push their buttons. I'm sadistic as fuck, and I try to push all your fucking buttons.
You a true dog.
And that's why I always ask for limits. What are your limits? And anytime they be like, hey, this is in my yellow zone, and I'm like, cool. I'll fuck around with the greens, and then I come to the yellow, and then I'm like, how much more can I push you without crossing that threshold of where you're uncomfortable or you don't feel safe? Yeah. So it all depends on how they look. So it goes by profile. So it's the kind of pictures that they post, whether it is through positions or, a lot of them, they do like an innocent face, or they have on, they do pet plays with the bunny ears and the tails and all of that stuff. So when I see that they have that they are a functioning part of the BDSM community, yes, I feel more at ease, pushing their boundaries and jumping off with them at a, going like 50%. Now they're just doing like the little Instagram pictures and all of that stuff, and I reach them and say, hey, what are your thoughts on BDSM? What's that? I said it's like 50 Shades of Grey. Oh, I've watched that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've always thought about it, and that's when the evil. Yes, once they said that they have that urge to dabble into it, that's what I love.
hmm
I love the vanillas. I fucking love the vanillas.
Yes, I call them the lifestyle virgins
Yes. Yeah.
because they have no clue, and you break them in.
Oh my gosh, the breaking in. Ooh.
Oh, I love the training. That's the best part. The best part. Do you have them bow your
Say again.
subs? Do you have your bow? Do you have your subs bow?
I do, but not on their knees towards my feet. Do
Okay.
not worship me, but
hmm
you do show respect. So you bend at the either the waist or the neck.
hmm
Yeah.
hmm hmm See, yeah, me and you had to chop it up more often, bro. Cause we kind of think alike on that. So now on the being a male talent, you always hear the hardest part for us is to keep our dick hard. And a lot of guys, when they look at us, they think that it's easy. Can you speak to the difficulties of being a male talent, especially when you're working on camera?
Um. So I like to tell people that are trying to get in. It's way different when you either you're having sex with a girl that you are frequent with, or a girl that you just pull off the street. It's
hmm
very different when them lights hit. Uh, when you have to perform for a certain amount of time in a certain amount of position, it's more robotic now and not just going with the vibe.
Yes.
Um, know that it's always a business, never personal. Which, like I
hmm
tell you, I always get in my feelings, but it's a business, and it's not just hey, there's a camera recording. There's a guy with a camera. He's literally 2 inches away from your ass, or he's under your ass, catching
Yeah.
that penetration. And then on top of that, there's the makeup artist that's on set too, and the other people that are around, around in the same room. Granted,
hmm
when I do my events, it's typically just me and the talents in the room
That's
because
how I do mine.
yeah, it's typically that on a smaller side, but there's still lights and then you do know that you have to perform. But for me, and then I do get nervous when I'm working with like a larger name, people that
hmm
you've seen, and when I get those opportunities to work with a bigger star, it's like that starstruck happened, but I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
Oh
I
no.
got a secret weapon that I take within an hour before a scene, man.
Mm.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. I'm
see,
not gonna do a
because
camera.
see, that's the thing I tell guys, because I tell my dudes, male talents, it's okay to get the blue chew. It's okay to smoke a blunt before, because your thing is you have to stay hard
Yeah,
and you have to keep it up and you have to be able, depend upon how you shoot, how many times you shoot, pop multiple times.
yeah,
Period. And even to the point that even if a dude pop quick, you got to be able to get it back up to finish the scene, because we can always put the shit at the end.
yeah.
It's called edit,
Yes, it's
period.
definitely called editing.
Yeah. So can you speak to when you see male talents that react when they come quick?
It's an ego bruiser. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's definitely ego bruiser. Because it's either you're as when we grow up, we always talk shit, talking about yeah, I can go all night long.
Uh,
Rock shorty girl, I'm gonna pound that pussy out. She gonna call me daddy and this that, and the third. And when you dive in, you got some of these ladies that this is their business. They got you
yes.
control, and they
Yeah.
squeeze you one time, and you be like, oh, and your knees get weak, and you pop. You just got
Yeah.
to. But like I said, you have to know your body, know
Yeah.
how your body reacts, and you know, practice It's all about practice. It's a
Yeah.
performance. That's why they are called porn stars. It's not. It's acting. They
Yeah.
have to put on a performance. It's a show. So
Yeah.
just like in the regular movies, you do have to take multiple takes. You
Yeah.
don't get it right the first time, but at the end of the day, you have to put on a performance that at the end of the day, when it's all put together, it is something that the fans will enjoy.
Mm. Now, like I said, you talk about the professionalism, and I see that you brand yourself. Please speak to branding, your thought process when you went into trying to figure out how what Semaj is going to bring to this business.
Um, I look at it from what I have to offer. Who am I, and what I have to offer? So I would say my biggest thing is my BBC, which is
Mm-hmm.
my big black camera.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I bring to the table. That's what I bring to the industry. My camera skills, the look and the visual, and then I also bring dick. But
Mm-hmm.
um, that's that that's where Samaj comes in. Who am I?
Yeah.
What do I have to offer? You do have guys who they have a certain look that they're built as fuck. That's what you
Mm-hmm.
offer to the. You offer the I would say the top model visual look. That's what you bring, and that's what you make your brand. So
Mm-hmm.
my brand is anytime you step on set with Semaj Media or Semaj or Sir Hines, it is going to look A1. At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, it's going to look A1. High
See.
HD 4K, it's going to look amazing. It's now not shaky anymore because I now use a gimbal and stuff like that. So the production value is always going up year by year. Uh, I would say month by month because
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a little bit more revenue through my
See.
endeavors.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's what Samaj Media is all about the visuals,
Oh yeah.
the A1 quality at the end of the day.
And I must admit, yes, you have killer quality, my brother. You have killer quality. I can see that the background of you being in media prior to this really helped you out big time
Yep.
because I can see you have an eye. I can see that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
have
From
two
looking at the
eyes.
video.
I got two
Yeah,
eyes, but nah,
yeah,
fuck with you.
yeah. But the thing that I also wanted you to speak upon was also the prep of the scene, the editing, and the marketing behind it, as well as the promotion. How much time we have to put into it, thought in the whole nine.
Okay, so let's say um, we have a scene that um, let's say we have from girl walks in. The girl walks in at 12.
Mm-hmm.
If it takes us, let's say, 3 hours from start till the end, from her walking in through the door, and then the end of the record is 3 hours. Actual filming time might be 45 minutes, and then from that you have you have 45 minutes of recorded content. You bring that over to your computer. Transfer time takes about maybe 30 minutes. Then from there, you have to load in all of your load in the footage into your program, and then you sit there and watch for 45 minutes. You have to sit there and rewatch everything. Then, in addition to that, you have to cut and splice out. So that 45 minutes that you have to first watch it, then editing that 45 minutes down to 20 minutes is going to take you another 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then your computer, depending on how spec'd out it is, that 20-minute video is going to take about an hour to 2.5 hours if you have a great computer and how you're processing it to get done. Then it's going to take you about 30 minutes to upload it to OnlyFans. It's going to take you about 10 minutes to upload it to MiniVids. And then it's going to, so literally that 20-minute video that you're about to upload and try to hopefully, sell for 20, 30 bucks, and then people are going to complain about, it literally took you almost 6 hours to get done. And that's one video.
Yeah, that's serious. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, so a 20-minute video that it could be from production time, it's about 6 hours. So for a 20-minute video, it's fucking crazy. And then you turn around and say, hey, you're asking $20 to $30 for a 6-hour production time film. People are going to complain about it and whatnot, but that's a different story.
Yeah. And then you got to go promote that sucker.
Oh shit! Oh, the marketing behind that. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
So marketing, you gotta tag, come up with creative catch line, and then you gotta make sure that you splice out the best bits of the scene, the catchy part where her leg gave out when he dropped the dick off a little bit too far down her leg, and then she hollered out all of that shit. Yeah, and then you gotta put that out there. You be like, oh, big dick causes MILF to quiver and scream out. Ah, yeah. And then you gotta wait for that to circulate and her to tag it and all of that stuff, and then it like I
it's
said,
a lot.
you have to shoot for the end game. So don't just go into start filming all willy nilly. Hey, this is what I want it to be. I want it to be a petite girl gets hammered by BBC, or a BBW scarfs down the BBC and all of that stuff. You have to have the visual and know your market. And if you're trying to reach out into a different marketing space, just plan for it and then get the right pieces that are going to help you execute your vision.
Yeah. Now, I know I wanted to ask you, and I'm about to give you a good question. This is the reason why I call this show Smoke This Over. Speak to the fact of this. Us as men, we have to come in as a company. We have to come in treating this as a business from day one versus to how women have to come in and treat it. Please speak upon that from your experience and from you doing this. And please tell our viewers why we have to be that way walking in.
We have to do it different because, one, you do have the fans that are just coming in to try to get some pussy. It might not be a fan, it's just a regular Joe Schmo that's trying to get some pussy. And it does suck for the women who are constantly bombarded with that, but it also sucks for the guys who are genuinely trying to get into the business because it's a business. If you just enjoy the lifestyle of fucking, then you join a lifestyle group. You join lifestyle. But if you're trying to get into porn is a business of sexual acts. Don't have to always be fucking and all that, but it's just sexual acts. And we have to come in business wise and hoping that the girl or the next company or whichever avenue that we see that we were trying to venture through will see it and accept that, hey, I am serious about this. This is what I'm looking to gain from our interaction, and that they receive it well. Because if they don't feel comfortable that it's not a business, then you're still stuck with your phone in your hand or you're sitting right by your computer. You're not moving anywhere. So you always have to be very professional in any avenue that you're trying to go through to get into this business or navigate while you're in this business. Because I'm still here and I've shot with over 200 different female talents and about maybe 75 different guys, and I'm still having pushback and trying to continue moving forward to work with new people. Even
Why are
still
you getting
trying to work
pushback?
with open.
Why are you getting pushback?
Because the industry is like high school.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was super professional, and it was,
Lord knows, I know.
motivational, but it's like fucking high school.
Yeah.
It's who you know, and if a group of people don't like you, or you got this one hater, they'll spread one fucking rumor, and by the time that rumor is already circulated, it's been almost 2 weeks before you even hear it, and then nobody tries to vet to see if it's actually true or not. They just take that shit and run with it, and they'll use anything. Oh yeah, Semaj is always emotional because he was on the podcast that say he don't take it. He always in his feelings. So how the fuck you gonna try to work with a producer who's always in his feelings? And you know then they take that and they run with it and spin a different story.
Yeah, because I mean, even from my experiences, and understand the story that you're telling, I can go all the way back to 2006 on that one, buddy. Because that's one thing that I noticed amongst the mid-level male producers is the hate and the competition, and it really makes no sense why it's there to me. Have you ran into any of that?
Yeah, I just I have reached
You
out
ain't
to
got to say no names, brother.
a couple of people, and one person was like, "Hey, we can't fuck with you because I got people that are coming to the house that don't fuck with you, and you can't come." And then I asked her, "What was the issue?" "Oh, I can't tell you what the issue is." Then
I hate that.
you don't want to see better for that person. Then if you can't tell
Hmm.
me what the fuck I'm doing wrong, if you said that I was like almost like little bro, and you're happy to see, because I'm a one man band,
Hmm.
and if you're happy to see a one man band coming into the industry and getting as far as I am, and then you're gonna be like, oh, you can't tell me what I'm doing wrong. What the fuck? I
Yeah.
think that's stupid. And then, like when you reach out to someone and you tell them this is what you're looking for, and then they look at you and then be like, "Oh, you don't have the clout to work with me, so you have to pay me." And then
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 days later, they look at all the people that I work with and be like, "Oh, so he's not a clout person. He's just a genuine dope ass person. Creates dope visual." You come back to him and then say, "Oh yeah, can you shoot some? Now you can shoot some stuff for me." So now
Hmm.
it takes, hey, I have to see and see how I can benefit from this way before when I had reached out in the beginning. So it's like I understand
Yeah.
that you don't always jump to work with brand new people that you've never worked with. You have to sit there and vet them, but don't give them an answer before you did all your research.
Yeah. Oh,
That
I've been through
backpedaling,
that.
that backpedaling, that's where I kind of have the issue.
Yes,
Like
I've been through for sure because it'd be like they'll sit there and say, nah, they say some real slick shit. And some of these ladies be really saying some slick shit.
yep,
I be like, damn, you don't even know me to
yeah,
even hate me with them words. You feel me?
yeah,
And then they come back and be like, I saw you shot with this person and that we can work together. But it's kind of like to me, when you already did that, you turned me off already. Because now I
yeah,
really don't want to work with you because I see you're going to be a headache.
yeah.
That's how I just move.
And it's shitty. Just like I said, it's high school.
Hmm.
It's fucking high school. How can I gain more from you than you're gonna gain from me?
Yeah.
Not how can we, take some steps together in a forward direction. Is okay. So you're gonna take 10 steps forward, but I'm only gonna make 5. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. So you're gonna stay in the same spot
Yeah.
because you don't want the person to allegedly, and they're sometimes they think you're trying to get over on them, but I'm like, listen, like I tell you, I bring a certain thing towards the table, so I put that forward. I bring my camera work to the table. Can you benefit from it? Yes. Can you not benefit from it? No. Then if it's a no, then hey, it wasn't meant to be. Keep it pushing. But don't,
Yeah.
like wait for, oh yeah. Oh yeah, you shot with this person. Okay, yeah. Now I can see where it's beneficial.
Yeah. It's like, okay, because he got cachet and because he got names on his thing, I want to be beside those names. So yeah, I'll shoot with him. Not based off of that you do great work, not based off of the fact that you are a great male talent. No, it's just because the girls that you fucked. That's what we deal with, people. Now you understand why I tell people being a male talent in this business is way harder than the females will ever have to deal with because we got to go through more shit. And that's just being real.
I wouldn't say more shit. I would definitely say we all have our different issues that we go through, but I would say it seems like it's more on the guy side because we always get the shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
Because a girl can say, hey, I don't want to shoot with either this race of people or this kind of guy or whatever the case may be. And it's kind of okay, but like, yeah, yeah, it's her body. She has the right to accept, who she wants to shoot with or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then if a guy turns around and say, yo, I don't want to shoot with any white girls, I don't want to shoot with any skinny girls or any BBW, then that group that is, I would say, discriminate or, they don't want to work with feels attacked. It's no longer personal preference at that point. It's just, hey, I feel attacked. Why you don't want to work with a person that I can identify with? And like I reached out to this one girl's, and she was like, "Oh, contact my manager," and I was like, "Okay, cool, I can do that." So I reached out to the manager, and then he said that, "Oh, she doesn't do interracial." Oh, but I have these other girls that will shoot interracial, and I was like, "Okay, I get that," and I took that on the chin, and I was like, "Yeah, I get that. She don't shoot interracial.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about that." But
Mm-hmm.
then if I were to say, oh, you know what? I don't even want to shoot skinny black girls with no tattoos and all of that stuff, then you're gonna hear that Semaj is this, Semaj is that. Oh, he's
Your
cutting
Twitter blowing
that.
up with mentions, your
Yeah. Oh,
DM.
yeah.
Yeah, we catch it rough, man. We catch it rough being men. But I but that's why I always tell any guy that's in this business, we have longevity because of it. Because we have to endure certain things that female talent does not necessarily have to worry about enduring. We
Yep.
have to tread lighter in ways that females don't have to.
Yep.
You
And they
know,
make way more money than the
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy. The girl can be paid $1,500 for a scene,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the same breath, depending on, I would say, it all depends on the person too. But
Mm-hmm.
let's say the girl, the scene, she gets paid $1,500. The guy maybe be able to get $400 for the scene,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and they're both putting in the same amount of work and all of that stuff. But and then when it goes out,
And actually, he has to stay hard. That's the whole key to this whole scene. If he don't stay hard, she don't get paid.
oh shit, that too. Woo.
See, so to me, that's why I say men, we catch the shitty end of the stick because we got to do the hardest work because our dick got to stay up. She don't get paid unless it does. That's how I mean that from my experiences.
That is true. That is true. That I can agree with that part.
Because even to the point, like I remember seeing a girl tweeted, seemed like nobody would come to wherever she was to come shoot with her. And I was like, well, I was thinking to myself, well, you don't have a camera. You ain't gonna give him a place to stay. You ain't gonna buy him nothing to eat. And he got to bring his equipment, take the risk of it being damaged, and some of our equipment cost.
Oh, oh,
Our,
some of
the
it,
camera alone. I don't
some
want
of
to
it,
discuss the lights.
some of it costs money. Well, it costs probably like $2. Some of it is cost like $2.
About $5. Yeah.
You're right, $5.
We can get it at the dollar store. It's nothing. It's nothing. But that's why I said, that's why I tell when I always hear women, and it's not to be facetious to women that listen to this, when they say they're not getting equality out, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to workforce, all that. That's why I tell them, become a porn star. You'll have no complaints. The men got way more to complain about than the women, and that is being fucking honest. Like it or love it. So, but that's the reason why I wanted a male talent to come on this show, and I want more of them, so we can tell our experiences. Because we always hear the female experience, we never hear the guy's experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. Like I said about the whole, you know, preference, shooting preference and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was another male producer that he put it out there, and it got maybe 3 likes when he put it out there, and no one responded. But a couple of days before, another girl was like, "Okay, why are people getting mad when I say I don't want to work with this group of people?" And then you had like a whole bunch of different girls, and their fans was like, "Oh, they shouldn't be mad. It's your body. You should never be pressured to work with any." And which is true. You should never be put into a situation that you are uncomfortable with, whether it is the person that you're shooting with, the environment, or whatever led up to that circumstance. You should never do anything that you're uncomfortable with. So, I would never say for someone, "Oh yeah, it's okay, just shoot with this person, just because, you want everything to be run over smooth and tiptoe around it." But yeah, it's different, man. It's way fucking different, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So I want to say thank you, because this is what I've been waiting for, to get me a man on this damn podcast. I talked to enough women. I need to get a male perspective when it comes to porn. So I will say thank you. I'm blessed for you to come through. I would love to bring you back for another episode for sure.
I'm here for it.
For sure. So go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me at my house in front of my computer. uh, See, this is why I always tell people, working with me or being around me it's never, panties in a bunch or
No.
boxes in a bunch. It's always a good time. But you
Yes.
can find me on many vids at Semaj Media XXX, so that's triple X because I film porn. And then you can find me on OnlyFans at Semaj Media VIP or Semaj Media Free. And you can find me on Twitter at Semaj Media and Instagram.
Most definitely, most definitely. So I'm about to close this show out. Hold up before you click out. You know what I'm saying? So life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke that over. Thank you for coming by, Semaj.
No problem, brother.
All right.